Sir, they say rice increases diabetes whereas wheat does not. That's given as a reason why North Indians eat too much of sweet but are not affected by diabetes. South Indians are not able to consume that much of sweet. Is that correct?
It is true that rice has too much of sugar content. That is, rice increases diabetes. Normally, a diabetic patient is advised to avoid rice and take more wheat. It's true. But you must make a note of another thing. Both North India as well as South India are rich or were rich in saintly people. In the north, we have this Tulsidas, Kabirdas, Surdas, Valmiki, Jayadeva, and great Sanskrit scholars like that. There are many, I don't deny that. But South India is richer in intellectual saints. The three main philosophies of Hinduism, namely Advaita, Visishtadvaita, and Dvaita, they were propounded by three stalwart giants, namely Shankaracharya, Ramanuja, and Madhvacharya. All these three people belong to the south. And I have heard elders of wisdom tell me that rice induces, particularly raw rice, induces the Saraswati Nadi and Amrita Nadi more than wheat. Wheat is, of course, a sattvic food. But rice has this quality of keeping the brain more active with warmth of food. And we can strangely observe that all the Nayanmars of Saivism, all the alwards of Vaishnavism, then sage Agastya, Kirtanacharyas, and all these people who wrote Bhakti literature like Purandaradasa, Tyagaraja, Raghavendra, Narayana Bhattacharya, Pundanam, they are all world famous scholars. They belong to the south. When the Amrita Nadi is more active, your contact with the other world, that is, your capacity to effect a miracle, is easier. So the South Indians, though they ate rice which induced diabetes slightly more, they could, by their prayers and devotional capacities to attract deities, they could keep a good health. This diabetes is of a recent origin. Even though we find in Ayurvedic literature about Madhumeha, which is the Sanskrit name for diabetes, it was not this common. In the modern centuries, particularly after the British came, diabetes shot up. That's perhaps because of the Western habits of living. So if only you could maintain your bhakti level, that is, your capacity to attract divine grace to you as much as is necessary for keeping our health fit and free of diseases, raw rice or rice itself is not to be discouraged. Perhaps there is some truth in the statement of the North Indians when they say that wheat does not induce diabetes that much. But what I said should also be noted.